Hi. Hello. Hi. Hello. Is this thing working? Sorry, it was a delay. They changed the YouTube live stream studio thing. Well, they changed it a while ago, but they just made it so you can't use the classic version anymore. And I've never used this new version, so I was struggling. So I was literally talking to nobody for 3 minutes straight. I thought I was live streaming, and I was like, why is no one responding back to me? Yeah, that happened. So I think it's good to go now. Pretty sure everything is healthy. I guess that was a good practice run. Anyway, there we go. Now it's working. Hi, people. Hello from Brazil. Hello, 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 hello. Hi, I'm gonna wait for everyone to get in here before I Major Slinger, how was the BJ smoothie? It was chunky. It was kind of thick, but it went down well. It was smooth. Didn't have a bad aftertaste. I'm not going to elaborate on that anymore. It was a butter and jelly smoothie. A butter and jelly, apple butter maybe? I don't know what the A was for. Apple butter, jelly, and smooth. Apple, butter, and jelly. I just elaborated more on it. Hi, hello. Okay, there, we got some people coming in here now. Hi from Detroit. Did I get a new exhaust for the Focus? I did, but I don't know when it's gonna get here. I'm assuming they're probably made to order since there's not a ton of these cars on the road. So I don't have it yet. I was gonna start working on the crash bar and fabricating some stuff up front, but when I pull this thing in and out of the driveway every time, it idles and runs like garbage. So the next video that you're gonna see on it, I'm actually tearing some stuff apart in the engine, and I'm just trying to get this car to run like the way it should. Because there's no point in trying to do any further modifications or anything to a car that runs like crap. So that was the most important thing that I could do in a video. And that's why I'm doing a live stream right now, so I just have more time to work on it. Let me read some more of these. Louisiana. Did I do that right? Hi. Make it run like it should with a V8. What is up with people just sticking V8s and stuff? Like, I get it, but no. It's a front wheel drive rally car. Any other engine went in that thing, it would be the 2.5 liter Volvo 5-cylinder that came in the C30 and the Focus RS overseas, the prior generation RS. That is what would go in it if any other engine went in it. I wonder if I could just stick the entire like Volvo S40 drivetrain in it, like the 5-speed manual. Actually, I think they might have been 6-speed manual. I don't know. That'd be kind of cool. 5-cylinder turbo all-wheel drive Focus. Hello. Woo-ha. The bus that goes. Woo-ha. Oh, it says hoo-ha. That's backwards. Do I go to car shows? No, because I never get to leave this garage because I'm always in here working, or I'm in an abandoned warehouse filming. I don't have time for leisure. Hopefully soon. Hopefully. Mark II Focus RS 2.5. Yes, you can. You can swap a Mark II 5-cylinder into a Mark I Focus. That's pretty sick. Put a Barra in it, it would not fit, I don't think. At least longitudinally it wouldn't. Transversely maybe. But then that would be just a nose-heavy pig if I did that. Now, if you put a Barra mid-mounted in this thing and you did a mid-engine all or rear wheel drive rally car, that would be kind of cool. That's actually like, I would like to do that. Do a mid-engine hatchback rally car. I need a shop to be able to do stuff like that. You need a Subaru next. I already have a Subaru. It'd be too cliche if I did a Subaru for a rally car. Of course, They make great rally cars, but I like doing things that are hard. Yep. Barrett is too long to fit in that. Yeah, but what about back there? I'm pretty sure back there, there's enough room for a Vera in the hatch bizzle. Like the Shogun, yeah. What was that? The Shogun? What was that based off of? Was that a Festiva? Wait, am I thinking of something totally different? I don't know. Ooh, super chat. Jay Sharu. No, hey. I'm sorry if I mispronounced that. Wait, it's going too fast. Wanted to show some support. I don't do Patreon. Love your reviews. Most entertaining auto reviews. Thank you. I try to make car reviews entertaining. I know some of you are kind of torn because it's like project car content and car reviews, but I do it to keep things broken up and fresh. You know what I mean? So it's just something different in the middle of the week to have a car review. And pretty soon, my sister is moving out here, and she just graduated school for doing videography, photography, and editing, all that stuff. She's gonna take over filming and editing for me on car reviews once I like get her up to speed. And then that will leave more time for other stuff, which hopefully would mean possibly doing one extra video a week. So that's my goal, to be able to do 4 videos a week instead of 3 for you guys. The comments are out of hand. You didn't think I was going to read your comment, did you? I did. Close the garage door. The garage door is closed, actually. There's a LED light above it. See? Look at the ceiling. Wait, where's my arm? There's my arm. See? That bar? That's a garage door track. There's no garage door on it. Where did I get the UK rear bumper? From eBay. UK eBay. Same thing with the taillights, the headlights. And that's it. I'm still looking for a 2002 WRC rear wing. Not the big crazy one, the one that looks like the factory RS wing. It's just a big like boomerang shape. It goes where the factory wing goes. It's just pronounced like bigger. Still looking for one of those. And then I gotta figure out, I gotta make up my mind how I'm gonna do the wheel arch as, because the RS is wide bodied and I'm not, like, I don't have the capability to cut the entire rear quarter panel off this thing and then ship rear quarters from the UK to do that. That's just crazy. So I'll come up with something else. I have a couple ideas though. Shop update, I keep striking out. I don't understand. I think I understand it, but I'm not an expert in that subject, so I'm not going to try to speculate. But there is absolutely nothing available in Tucson for rent. There are some places, but they're massive, or they're in a terrible location, or they're just insanely expensive. And I tried buying another house that had a bigger garage, but it was in an area that had poor internet, so I wouldn't even be able to do a live stream with you guys right now. The internet was so bad there. So I'm trying really, really hard to get a shop, but it's tough. Market's dry, I'm not super rich, and I don't really know. And I don't really have a lot of time to look for places either, because I gotta make content for you guys. Have I looked in a wide body kit for the Focus? All the wide body kits for these cars I found are garbage. So I have found a set of little over fenders for it that are clean looking. And that's likely what I might do. But I want them to also be functional. So it depends. I might end up having to make my own. I don't know. Either way, I got some ideas. I'll figure something out. The front bumper is not that drastically wider anyway, so. How about Chandler? Phoebe was my spirit animal, I think. Thank you, Kyle. Keep looking. Any more thoughts on a welder? I'm borrowing a welder right now from Alan, and I didn't start doing that in this video because I gotta go to IMS Metal Supply here in Tucson and pick up some metal stock because I'm probably gonna screw stuff up since I'm just gonna learn on the fly with welding. So, yeah, that's why I didn't start this video on that. So, but I don't want to do too much fabricating yet either, because once my friend Fred is better after his back surgery, which I should probably after this check on him and see how he's doing, I completely forgot about that. I'm gonna get this thing down to their paint booth and start prepping it to paint the entire shell, which I'm excited for because this can be single stage, so it's gonna be easy, and I don't care if it's shiny. But I want it shiny, but I'm not gonna like wet sand it to perfection. Thank you, the YouTube stud. That's a clever name. Wing money. Thank you. Appreciate it. I gotta find the wing still. I know Wings West makes stuff for this car, but that's just what it says online. I don't know if they still produce stuff for a car that is 19 years old. 18 years old. So I gotta find out. Thank you, the Plague Doctor. Army is sending me to Fort Hood. Aw. Try to remember if I've ever been to Fort Hood. Where's Fort Hood? Is Fort Hood in Texas? I don't know Army base locations that well. I don't think I... Like the ones that are joint bases with Air Force bases, I've probably been to, but... Will I rally Mr. Codsworth when it's finished? Of course. I don't really have a support team, so I don't know if I'm able to go to like actual rally events. I don't even have a trailer or a truck to tow it with, and I don't feel like nuking the CVT and the Forester trying to tow a car with it, so probably just make my own rally events. I mean, it's still street legal. I can put plates on it and drive it places, but thank you, Seattle WRX. What rallies would I like to enter, Cousin Dose? The MR2. Well, not to go into rallies, because it is an MR2. I have some really cool stuff happening with the MR2 here pretty soon. I gotta wait till all the research is done, but I'm working with 2 amazing shop and product manufacturers to add a significant amount of power to the MR2 in a way that's going to be awesome, and I'm really excited to do this. It's going to be, I don't want to give away too much more until I have everything. But yeah, I'm super pumped for that one. So there's going to be some really good MR2 content coming once all the parts are lined up. Like really, really exciting stuff. Ouch. Ooh, this table's sharp. Thank you, Timothy. Ooh. It sliced my kneecap off. LS swap. I will never LS swap the MR2. Ever. I will not put nitrous on it. Ever. What are my thoughts on NSX? I love NSXs. Hi. Hi. Don't swap the, I am not engine swapping the MR2 at all. I will promise you that the only engine that will ever be in that MR2 is a Toyota engine, and for the foreseeable long time future, a Gen 2 3S GTE. If I ever did an engine swap, I would do the, what's that engine that comes in the Lexus turbo 4-cylinder cars? I think it's like the 8 farts. The 8FARTS. 8 farts. 8 farts, right? Isn't that the engine code of that turbo engine that's in the Lexus models? And 8 farts. I just think that's funny. I think it'd be cool to stick one of those in an MR2 because it's a factory 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder with direct injection. Somebody help me, it's not 2GR. It's a 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder. Oh, you were suggesting a 2GR, I think. Show motor swap. Do I like the new Z concept? I do. The first thing I noticed though when I first saw it, my eye caught the B pillar, the back of the B pillar, the shape of that little quarter glass window there, and instantly I was like, it's a refreshed 370Z. But I think that's cool because there's nothing wrong with the 370Z, and it's so heavily refreshed that I don't really care. I think it's an awesome car because I used to own a Z, so I have a soft spot in my heart for them. Thank you, Soren, and thank you, Ryan Hutchinson. Did I work on aircraft? I was reading it and then that, thank you, Golden Saucer. That's a really cool name, Golden Saucer. It will help. I actually, so, why do I do that? I like get an idea in my head and then I get distracted and I forget. The new Z looks like they ripped off the S5. I don't think it looks like an S550. Like, I don't know. I don't see it. I don't know. Where, like in the body lines, do you see S550? Like maybe the proportionality of it? Ish? I don't even know where you'd get S550 out of it. Start a GoFundMe to get a shop. It's not really a matter of funding to get a shop, because even if I could afford some of the super expensive places around here, it's just not financially intelligent to lease a place that's way bigger or way more expensive than I need. So I have to wait until something opens up that's reasonable. I was actually looking at land to see if I could build a shop, but that is insanely expensive. Like, so I didn't realize how that's super expensive to build commercial property. I was like, okay, never mind, forget that idea. It would be a good investment idea if you like find someone that wanted to buy property and put up a bunch of shops, since there's such a shortage of places to lease out around here, and then like pop up a bunch of like, I don't know, 3,000 to 8,000 square foot buildings. But yeah, that's like super rich folk money right there. Why don't I appear on Faye Hadley and Danny Sola's Block Club Happy Hour? Because they're in Texas and I'm in Arizona. I would love to do something with Faye here in the future if I go out to Texas. She's like my spirit animal. We have the same kind of like sense of humor. Thank you, Diesel B59. Keep giving it the beans. Put a lift in my garage. I can't. It's a post-tension slab, so you can't drill in it. And I have an 8-foot ceiling. So at best, I could probably get the car high enough where I could sit on a rolly stool underneath it. But the only thing that will do that is a scissor lift, and the scissor lift occupies the space under the car. So, and I gotta be able to move the lift out of the way because I park cars in here every night, and I think those scissor lifts are like 900 pounds. Even the quick jacks as they are right now, they're really heavy to move and set up. They weigh like 90 pounds a piece. So I don't use them unless I'm gonna have them up for a week or so. Do I have to do an exotic next? I don't know, you mean car? I don't understand what you mean. Whoa, I just started reading like 3 lines at once. I saw the Matrix. They're making another Matrix. Like, I'm all about that. I love any movie Keanu Reeves is in, but I'm so excited they're making a new Matrix. 600 horsepower on TT. Oh, that TT. So I know the right thing to do with the TT, but it doesn't make sense right now because it's in a storage unit. The right thing to do with a TT is to buy another TT that's super clean, and then take all my parts off that TT, stick them on the super clean TT, take the engine out of mine, build that engine, and then I have a drivable car while I'm building that engine. Once the engine is fully built, assembled, ready to go in, I just down the car for a weekend, swap engines out, and boom, I have a super clean, fast TT. That's the right thing to do, but that requires room to have 2 cars next to each other, a lift to be able to pull engines and subframes and all kinds of crazy stuff, so I can't do it. That's what I want to do with the TT. And then I'll put all the other stuff, like the perfectly good running engine, out of the second TT back in my TT, and then just sell my TT as a running and driving car for like dirt cheap to somebody to do whatever they want with. Yeah, that's my thoughts. I don't want to give up on that. I'm like so stubborn. I will not give up on that car. That car could get like no views on the internet because let's face it, how many people are looking up 20-year-old Audi videos on YouTube? Like that's not what drives algorithms, but I don't care. I want to do that car right. So build a Saab. I would totally build a Saab. What's my OnlyFans? I don't have OnlyFans. Sorry, that's not going to happen. John Wick 4. They're making that too? That's awesome. MR2 rally car, if it was AW11, totally would do that. Paint graphics on the Focus. The paint, I'm going to do the entire car single stage white. I know it sounds super boring, but it's a great base for a livery. So inside, outside shell, I'm going to pull the windshield. I have the roof already, a complete cut-off roof, if you guys missed that video. So Fred and I are going to remove the roof skin from this car and then put the roof skin from the slick top car onto this one. But while we have the roof skin off is when I'll paint the inside of the shell. That way I can get all around the roll cage and stuff. And I don't know if I'm gonna pull the engine too. I know it sounds kind of dumb, but I want to keep the engine bay this blue color. Maybe just like reshoot the engine bay this blue color, but just kind of like something from this original car to like exist. And it's a pretty blue, so I don't know, I might do that because I'm gonna tie it into the livery anyway. So thank you, Primus 54. I remember that. What's that Primus song? Something wrap me up like a bean burrito. That's, I don't know, never mind. I remember Primus though. I remember some of their songs. What do I think of a 2008 Nissan Rogue? X-Men. A Japanese K car would be dope. Yeah, but you forgot the fact that I'm 5'11". So it would be like, and I'm skinny and tall. I would seriously look like the children's book, Richard Scarry or whatever, the worm that drives the Apple car. That's what my ass would look like in a K car. Thank you, Dark Blaze. What do I think of the S60 Polestar? Dude, I like all Volvo and Polestar vehicles. I'm kind of a Volvo nerd. I think they're dope. There was a bunch of Primus songs. There was. I know of like 2 of them probably. Review a FK8 Type R. I wish I could. You know how much I've been trying to review a Honda? I've reviewed every Civic they make, and I still haven't had a shot with a Type R. It's kind of sad. I really want to review a Type R. I don't live in like a massive city, so it's hard. I don't live in like LA or New York or Miami, so there's not a lot of options for me to review cars. Is this still live? Ray John H wants to know if this is still live. This is for you, John. It is still live. Wildly Coyote. Wildly Coyote. I see what you did there. It's a play on words. You should paint. I am not going to paint the car like a penguin. I'm sorry. I missed your question? No, I didn't. I just read it. You like TTs? You like the roll cage and the Focus? I do too. It's dope. I have so much more parts for the TT that I can't really put on yet until the shell is painted. I have a bunch more Race Tech stuff that they sponsored for the car, but I don't want to just like throw it in a video just to be like, hey, here's the part. I want to like wait until the shell is painted so that way it's super clean when I'm putting it on and you guys can be like, ooh, finished. You know what I mean? Like I kind of like, I showed you the seats and I unveiled the seats and the steering wheel, but it's like super nice seats sitting in a turd of a shell right now. So I want to like get this thing prepped and painted so that way it looks pretty and doesn't look like a pile of junk. There is a massive Lexus F performance meet in my area. That's cool, but I don't have a Lexus, so that would be kind of pointless for me to go to it. I could like buy a little toy car of a Lexus and be like, here's mine. I'm one of you. I'm kind of hyper because I'm drinking black tea. And it's sweetened. Oh, no. No, it's got fake sugar. That's okay. Caffeine in me is a dangerous... Like, I used to drink energy drinks when I was in the military, and I would speak Braille. I got so hyper off of those things. So I try not to drink caffeine because it gives me anxiety too. Do a ghost pepper? You do a ghost pepper. I don't have any ghost peppers. I'd like to grow some though. Colin McRae drove a Ford Focus WRC. He did. That's why I bought this. I actually, like a couple weeks ago, was watching different rallies from 01, 02. And I watched the, what's the Safari rally? What country is that in? It's like North Central Africa. I don't remember the country. I'm sorry if you live in that country and you're like, how did you forget? I don't remember, but I watched that rally and I don't know where it's going with that. I watched that rally. There we go. Next project should be a Mark III Supra. Yeah, I could do a Mark III Supra. If I did a Mark III Supra, I'd do a 2UZ or a 3UZ, which is so the 1UZ was the oldest generation. 2UZ is the 4.7 that came in the first gen Tundras, right? And then the 3UZ, is the 3UZ the 5.7 liter? Or is that a UR? I don't think it's a UR. I think it's a 3UZ is the 5.7. 2UZ. Well, then there's that weird one too. The one that's in the Lexus GX. I don't know. That's what would go in it. Kenya. Is it Kenya? Yeah. I watched it. I mean, it's kind of like this screen was like a square because it's so old. But, and Colin McRae and, what's his name, won that one. They won that rally. Like, they kicked ass in it. I remember, like, towards the end, they were like doing amazing on the stages, and then towards the end, they had the 5th fastest time. But because they were so far ahead, it didn't even matter, and they still ended up winning the rally despite having a slower time because they were being conservative, so they wouldn't destroy the car. Because there was like one spot where they were going through like dried up riverbeds, and the boulders were huge. Like it'd be rough driving a 4-wheel drive truck through it, and you see this little Focus just bumbling through. It was crazy. Anyway, Bay Area bugs. Is anyone watching right now from Cali? Like Northern Cal? Thank you, Dark Blazer. The 5.7 is a 3UR. Thank you. I don't know if I would put a 3UZ then. That's a big, oh no, because it's 5.7 liter, but it's a big engine though, because it's overhead cam, so it's like a 4 cam, so it'd be like sticking a Coyote in something, because those are big engines, or a Terminator engine, because those are overhead. Probably do a 4.7, it's probably smaller, maybe, I don't know. I asked about Cali, yeah. So there's people in Cali. Ooh, a lot of Sacramento, San Francisco. How is the smoke there? I haven't looked at news or anything. Is it getting better? I saw your guys' air quality. It was like 370 something, and it was like purple, whatever that means, parts per million. I don't know. It looked pretty gnarly. Ours was pretty bad here in Tucson for the past like month or two, but nowhere near that bad. Hopefully it's getting better for you guys out there. You're watching from South Florida. Hello. No smoke so far. Clear and really it's clear. Oh, San Diego's clear. San Diego's only like 5.5 hours from here if you drive fast. Brazil. Well, you guys have fires too, don't you? Like really bad fires. There's fires everywhere. You are, oh, I'll read this one. You are super surprised I haven't built a Honda with the vast growth and popularity of the, wait, best aftermarket. What's your opinion on Hondas? Okay, so I'm gonna answer Tristan's question. My first car was a Honda CRX SI. I was in 1990, so it was second gen. I have a huge passion for Hondas. I would totally do a Honda project. I almost bought an EP hatch instead of this Focus SVT. I was looking at the EP SIs, and this was a better deal than most of the SIs I was finding. But once I have more physical space to park cars, that is the only restriction right now on why I cannot do any more project cars. Other than the fact that building cars by yourself and filming and editing and stuff like that is insanely time consuming, and I'm very thorough in the way I work on cars, so I just can't bang out cars super fast because I refuse to like cut corners and do things like janky just because it's on YouTube and you may not be able to see everything on camera. So that's kind of like why I haven't started any others, but the main reason is I just physically don't have anywhere to park any more cars. So as soon as I fix that problem, you will see more project cars. I promise you will see more project cars. I'm ever going to do a hat merch drop? That's another thing I don't have time for. I don't have time to even create merch. I just use Teespring, and it's like either make a video or make merch. I can't do both that well. These videos take a long time to make because I put way too much effort into them than I probably should. Your CRX was a Renault 5 Alpha. Are you saying that was your first car? What was the Renault we had in the States in the 80s? It was a little boxy Renault. Those are kind of cool. I don't know, I just got sidetracked. You want to see a Haldex controller? I gotta fix the car first. I think a clutch is probably a better purchase than a Haldex controller. Although I have a clutch and a flywheel, but it's stock. So now I'm just like, what do? Do I just sell that and then, I mean, the flywheel I could use regardless, but I don't know. Le Car, that's the one we had in America, the Renault Le Car. The car. Renault the car. You would love a Honda Prelude all-wheel steer as a project car. I had a friend in high school who had one of those. It was the pop-up generation. Renault the car. Renault the car. Fuego? It's not a song. Fuego. Wing on the Focus. C. I gotta get one from the UK. What? Haldex? I don't know what that means. Wild Lee Coyote. Because of your channel, I am totally triggered when a YouTube channel doesn't clean the car when they work on it. That's just maintenance 101. That's a habit I picked up in the military. Always clean something before you work on it, because then you're just going to introduce contaminants into whatever you're tearing apart if it's dirty. Kind of like what I'm not doing on the car right now when I tore off whatever I took apart. I don't want to give away too much. I don't know why, but I didn't clean that before I took it apart, mainly because there's just so much in there to clean, and I don't have an excuse for that. I don't really know what to say. I'll clean it when I put it back together. I do it 60% of the time, every time. Where's that from? Rank in the Air Force. I was a staff sergeant. How about buying an abandoned warehouse? That place couldn't be used for anything. It would 100% have to be torn down. The concrete foundation is cracked and just like settling in weird places. The entire thing needs to be torn down. And I'm pretty sure it just sold not too long ago to someone in Michigan is what I think. Someone that was out there just like walking, they told me about that. Someone had just bought it. And there's train track access to it. So it's like, that's kind of not something I would use. And it would probably be ridiculously expensive too. So yeah, that's like a multi-million-dollar project to turn that into a usable shop. Uh, living in Arizona better to work on cars since you don't have carb or smog. You do if you live in Tucson, you get emissions tested. Um, so the inspections here are not nearly as bad as some states I've lived in. I think it's beneficial living here because there's no rust at all. And like, yeah, your paint will fade from the sun, but if you're good with keeping it waxed or sealed or something, or a car cover on it, if it's gonna sit outside or keeping it in the garage or parking under a tree, then it's fine. It's just kind of insane, like, to try to work on it in the summertime because it's just so hot. I need a warehouse like Jay Leno. I don't have even, I will never have Jay Leno money in my entire lifetime. So that's never gonna happen. Carbs are insane, but they're so delicious. I like them. I'm gonna just keep up with the amazing jokes. That's not gonna stop. Engine swaps better to pass inspections. I don't think that's necessarily gonna help you pass an inspection. Hello, Dark Blaze. You live in Phoenix. How many is watching? There's over 1,000 of you watching. Hi, 1,053 people. I don't have that many. I think at one time we were almost at, what, 2,000? And I said I was going to eat wasabi if we got to 2,000. But I am doing this at a weird time of day, so I imagine there's people still at work, and then people in Europe are probably asleep if you go to bed early. Do I have any pets? Yes, I have 2. You're the poor. Someone said they're the poor version of Jay Leno. I don't get it. Do you have a massive collection? Do you have a junkyard then? Do you have like a massive collection of cars, except instead of them being amazing cars, you just have a bunch of cars nobody cares about and wants to see? Because that's actually hilarious if that's what you meant by that. You're watching from fire-ridden NorCal. I'm sorry. I have 2 cats, yes. Always get pets in 2s, because when you're not around, if they're by themselves, they'll get into stuff and cause trouble. And if there's 2 of them, then one of them will keep the other one in check. Unless they're both jerks, then you'll just have way more destruction. I luckily don't have 2 jerk pets. One is a jerk and the other one is good. So it keeps the other one in check. You have a 73 Camaro. I have a belly button. Hello from Boston. I don't know why I said that. It's almost 2 a.m. Somewhere. That's probably a country song. Any plans for a classic rebuild? Nope. I am doing a classic rebuild. My MR2. Shoot, these things are almost classics. I have to sneeze. I don't want to sneeze on a live stream. That'd be really embarrassing if I had like a booger fall out of my nose or something gross, or I headbutt my laptop. Hi from the East Coast. What? I gotta talk about something useful now. I just like got like deep into the little chat thingy. Oh, the Forester. I'm gonna make a video on this. I don't know why I haven't talked about it, but I got the Forester aligned and the coilovers dialed in. So I didn't corner balance it, but I took it over to Grocery Getter. My friend Brandon, he's like a huge track nerd, so he's really good at setting up coilovers. We put up on the lift and we leveled it out so it sits 100% level all the way around. And it ended up dropping the rear over an inch in the rear. And surprisingly, the front came up just a tiny bit to make it sit level. But it looks overall, even though the front had to come up a little bit, it looks way lower just from dropping the rear down. It looks really good now. And then I got it aligned. I did performance alignment on it. So I don't remember the specs off the top of my head. I shared them on Instagram. I think it's like 1.7 degrees negative camber in the front, 1.6 in the rear. I don't remember the specs off the top of my head. That's about as far as we could really go with the crash bolts in the front because I don't have camber plates. But yeah, it's like night and day difference. I haven't really taken around any corners yet, but just driving it like around town, I noticed a huge difference. I'm just waiting for the brake pads. Once I put those in, I'll do a video on it of like overall before and after impression type thing. I don't know how long this live stream's been going for because I don't even see a clock or counter on this one. Oh, that makes no sense. This says it's been going for 5 minutes. Why 5 minutes? Well, I started at 3:05, so we'll just use that. Thank you, Marco Laurent online. Marco Laurent online. Ooh, the chat got stuck. 40 minutes. Thank you. Am I high maintenance? How do I answer? Obviously, if I take that long to answer, that means yes. Do I look high maintenance? I mean, I wear bummy ass old clothes 90% of the time in my YouTube videos unless I'm doing a car review. I do get my nails done a lot. I don't really ever go anywhere unless I have makeup on. And I don't think I'm high maintenance. No, I don't think so. It only takes me like 25, 30 minutes to get ready. I wouldn't say so. Higher than some, lot less than most. I look average. I could be. I could be super bougie if I wanted to be, but just I don't have time for that. I got work to do. I am efficiently high maintenance, but I am self high maintenance. I take care of myself. I don't need anyone to take care of me. I'm the best kind of high maintenance. I'm self-maintaining. Why the hell did I answer that question? That was so like, I don't know. Oh, whatever. Thank you, Maury Manchanta Soup. Manchanta Soup. What's worse in terms of maintenance, an A10 or a teeter-tot? I'd say the A10s fly way more sorties than the TT does, so. Am I late to appointments? Never, but that's just from being in the military. I take that back. Since I've gotten out of the military, I'm late sometimes, but usually it's by like a minute or two at the most. But it's very rare. I would say 98.5% of the time I'm on time or early. Most of the time I'm early. Ronald Fingers Fierro. That sounds like a really weird porn. That's, what? Do I dye my hair dark? My hair is naturally like really ashy gray. I've had like gray streaks of hair since I was like 18. So I dye my hair dark, but it's not very far from my natural shade. You can see when my roots grow in, they just get like dull looking. You'd be late to your own funeral? How do you even do that? Did I fire my camera girl? No. Kyla is in school and she works, so it's kind of like people have lives. Same thing with why small Sarah isn't in videos anymore. She's got a year left, I think, of her electrical engineering school, and she works on top of that, and anyone that has ever gone to school for mechanical or electrical engineering knows that is an insane degree to pursue. So people you see in my videos have lives that aren't YouTube, and that's why you don't see them that often. Put a turbo on that immediately. I'm not going to put a turbo on a car that runs like poop. needs to run correctly before I turbo it. There, someone knows. Electrical engineering is no joke. It is not. Well, there's a couple engineers watching. My content is at least mildly intelligent enough that I have engineers watching that I feel flattered. Thank you. I have too seen Bad Boys 2. I've seen all the Bad Boys movies. Where's the frog? It's on the couch. Do I have a P.O. box? Yes and no. I just don't have time to check it. It's like an hour of driving to check the P.O. box. So I stopped publishing the address for it. I had to cut time somewhere to try to get done what I do. There's like not enough time in the day to do everything. The Turbo ND MX-5 I saw at Grocery Getter is effectively done. Oh, awesome. Okay. That'd be a cool review. Like, I'm getting close to the end of the stream, and there's more and more people watching as I go along. I wonder if I just sat here for 24 hours, if it would just keep going like that, and eventually I would have, I don't know. What's the most people any of you have ever seen on a live stream before? Why did it freeze? It froze. Oops. Those of you that watch live streams, what's the most number? I would imagine it would just get like pointless because it would just be like, and you wouldn't be able to read anything. Do I pay attention to newtons when turning nuts? Fig newtons are delicious. You saw what? 500,000 people on a live stream? Really? That's mental. 500,000 people watching. How do you even comment on that? That is so insane. You only watch live stream? Oh, you only watch live streams from 3 people. The PS5 launch had several that is so crazy. I don't watch a ton of live streams. Every once in a while I'll watch like another automotive YouTuber's live stream, but very seldom. I've never seen a Mr. Beast live stream. I watch some of his videos though. You just listen? Oh. I guess so. I gotta stop doing that. So, what else was I gonna talk about? Oh, car reviews. I have one more car. Whoa. Ouch, that was my ass skin. Oh my god, it was stuck to the chair and I slid back and I think I just ripped the skin off. The live streams, I have one left to put out for you guys. I haven't filmed the car review in a month. I had a bunch like logged up because I was doing 2 at a time. Just, I don't know why. It was way too much work though. It was insane. But I have one left and then next week I'm starting filming again. And for cars coming up, I have the Cadillac CT5V, the all-wheel drive twin turbo one. That's coming up. And then the RAV4 Prime, that like 300 horsepower fast hybrid RAV4, that's coming up. And I got a Volkswagen in there. There's another Subaru coming up. What else? A Kia. Something else. There's a little wide variety of stuff. Am I not wearing pants? I'm wearing shorts. It's hot as hell in here. I wear jeans like 2.5 months out of the year. Do I still have blood? How do I still have blood? I don't understand that question. I don't have access to a Lotus Elise. VW, yeah, it's a VW the VW Atlas 4Motion R line, which I'm kind of pumped to do. Thank you, Xavier. Impreza or Mazda 3? Like a regular Impreza? Currently, right now, as we speak, a regular Impreza or a regular Mazda 3, that's a tough one. That's a tough one. The Mazda 3s are so damn good. I don't know. That's a tough one. Elvira for Halloween this year? I don't know. I might go visit Liz for Halloween. So I haven't thought what I'm going to do yet. It's probably going to be something Marvel related. I was thinking. I can't help it. I love Marvel stuff. Thank you, Nor Calamiata. Nor Calmiata. Just got that, right? Nor Calmiata. Nor Calmiata. Wow. I'm smart. SMRT. Will I do car reviews at events around the country? Maybe. It's really hard though, because like I upload every 72 hours and my videos take, well, for instance, I started working on this morning. I'll be out here probably until 9 o'clock at night working all day. I usually would, like on this project car stuff, I'll probably put 10 to 12 hours of work out here in the garage, and it'll make for like 4 or 5 minutes of video. Because I don't film everything I do, just because there's a lot of stuff that needs to get done. So going to events to review cars is tough because that takes a couple days out of my time to make content. Who knows? I'll see what it's like when I have someone helping with editing. What time is it? Okay, we got like 10 minutes left, I think. Thank you, Alyssa May Marie. Would I recommend University of Arizona Tucson? I don't know much for sure about that because I joined the military right out of high school, and I got my degree at American Military University because I started college online and then I finished it after getting out of the service. So, I mean, what's the one here in Tucson? U of A? Yeah, U of A is one here in Tucson, and the one up in Phoenix is ASU. So you said yeah, U of A. I don't know, the campus is sick. I love the campus here in Tucson, and there's so much to do and see in that area. You don't need a car. There's a trolley. You can ride a bike. You can walk. It's safe in that area. I think it's safe. There's so many places to eat, like so many places downtown. If I had to like re-life all over again, I would totally consider going to school there. I think, yeah, did that answer your question? Sorry, that's like the longest way ever to answer a question. Thank you, Andy. Greetings from Ireland. I am part Irish. I'm Irish, French, and English. What degree do I have? I have a degree in logistics and transportation management. Completely useless for what I do right now, but at least I got my bachelor's knocked out. Yay. What do I think about the 3S GTE and its capabilities? I like the 3S GTE. I think it's a forgotten engine. A lot of people just kind of like K-swap everything now because the junkyards are full of them, and it's a proven reliable engine, but I don't like the lack of diversity in car engine swaps. It's either a LS or K series. It's all anybody ever does, or 2J. And there's so many other great engines out there. So I think a 3S GT is a solid choice to use as a swap. Downside is there's probably less parts available out there for them. So holy, thank you, Steve. I didn't even know you could donate that much. Thank you. It does need coil packs. I can't say any more about that right now. DM me on Instagram. I'll tell you what I'm doing with the MR2 engine. That just paid for a lot of the parts I needed. Thank you. That's crazy. And Isaac Broadman. I like that name, Isaac. Sent you an email about Oh, okay, awesome, thanks. Either that or just get a hold of Brandon if you want me to do a review on your car, because I'm talking to Brandon all the time anyway, so. I'm like still in shock. MR2 with a Jag V6 swap? I'm curious from you guys, if you are a pro K swap or a pro 2J swap or a pro LS swap person, if you had to pick an engine to swap into something other than those three that you've always been kind of curious about that engine, what would it be? Let me know in the chat. I'm curious what other people's like engines you wonder about that you've always thought it'd be cool to swap into something. I actually should do a whole video on this because I really want to see other people's like ideas of stuff other than 2J, LS, or K-swap. In which car? Doesn't matter. I mean, if you look at the comments, usually they're just like LS swap it, K swap it, 2J swap it, and it usually doesn't matter what kind of car, whether it would even physically fit. So doesn't matter the type of car, just an engine in general that you were a fan of that you would like to see swapped into something. I'm seeing B58s, VR6s, VR6 is solid choice, rotaries, 1MZFE. 1MZ. Is that the, what's the little displacement Mazda 6-cylinder that they had in that MX-3? That's not that engine, is it? That's like the first thing I thought of. Hemi. Oh, we got a bunch coming in. Toyota 4.7. A Beams, Hayabusa swap, 4G63, H22. Barra. A Triumph TR8 V8, that's crazy. F20C. VQ37, VHR. BMW V10, that's a good one. I'm like super interested in everyone's answers. A VR5. Yeah, a VR5 swap would be dope. N55. Audi 2.7s. An FA24 from your sloth truck. You call it sloth truck? That's funny. 1MZFE is Toyota V6 in the Camry RAV4 from the 2010. Okay. So that was before the 2GR, right? The 2GR replaced that? Or was it just like, no, they probably both existed at the same time, I would think. Because 2GR is not that new of an engine. 454. The Mercedes M133. I was waiting to see some more Mercedes options because like that seems like it'd be a obvious choice. Newer Volvo 5-cylinders, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Seen a lot of BMW's engines in here. A lot of 5-cylinders. J79, I don't know what that is. I have to look it up. Whoa! Thank you, Noah. A C34, CF34 into a swamp boat. That's crazy. And Joss, science, technology, engineering, maths. Thank you. A W8, AMC 396 into an Eagle Talon. I see a little bit of a pattern in engines. I do see a lot of BMW choices, a lot of 5-cylinder Volkswagen options, a lot of large displacement V8s. I don't know what a max force. I'm surprised no one said a Gallo. What was the one from the Fast and Furious? A Gallo 12, or I'm surprised no one said that. W8 and a Gump. Citroen 2CV. Citroen 2CV swap into a fishbowl. That made no sense. Audi W12 from an A8. Gallo 12 or Gallo 24. Interesting. Okay, I just wanted to know what other engines you guys thought about. 10,000 RPM, Temple of VTEC. Was it? No, it was the Battle of 10,000 RPM. Was that hot version thing? Hot version. I remember watching all those back in the day. BMI. I still watch BMI and hot version. YouTube's on, or videos on YouTube. RB30. Okay, well, looks like I'm at about an hour mark. As much as I'd love to sit here and chat, I gotta get my butt back to work because project cars don't build themselves. So I'm gonna go do that, and I'll post some stuff on Instagram. So if you guys are like a patron, I'll have the private Instagram stories. I post on Instagram almost every day, and then I realize most of it is just the private Instagram stories. So I'll try to remember to do, I gotta sneeze, regular Instagram stuff too. Ooh, I gotta sneeze, I'm trying not to. Don't sneeze. I sneezed, too late. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna get back to work. So I'll see you guys soon, and I'll do another one of these live streams next month. So thank you for everyone watching. Okay, bye. I don't know how to end this, so this is gonna be awkward. It's gonna be like trying to find the door handle on the way out. I really don't know how to end this live stream. There it is.